Hey there, I think you're asking if I would do delayed cord clamping. Is that what you're asking? I'm going to answer it as if that's what you're asking. Because if the question is, would I clamp the cord at all? Hell yeah. Would I do delayed cord clamping? Hell yeah. So, when a baby is birthed. Oh, they're coming to get my sticks. So when a baby is birthed, it is still attached to the placenta via the umbilical cord for a little bit, okay? And the preggy person is giving that placenta oxygen, blood flow, etc. But the baby's heart is what kind of pumps it towards itself, okay? Well, as that baby's circulation is switching from getting oxygen from the placenta to breathing air on the outside, there's some stuff that goes on in its heart, and we can talk about that in detail at a different time. But basically, there's some things that are closing, right? Think of it as like you're going down the road, and it's the path you've always gone to work, right? And you're going down the road, you're like, oh my gosh, there is a detour now because they've made a new road, okay? And this old road is being closed and demolished, and we're going to go down this new road. That's basically what's happening in the baby's heart and lungs, okay? So we're now going to use the lungs, which is the new road, and we're going to close that old road, which is getting oxygen from the umbilical cord, okay? But during this process, there are still cars that have made their way on this old road before they've cut it off completely, right? So we have to wait for those cars to get through the road before we close it off, okay? Delayed cord clamping is letting all those cars get through to their destination, okay? And the baby's heart is kind of, think of it as like a mosquito straw that is like sucking all of the blood that's in the cord through the placenta. It's sucking all that to itself, okay? And did you know that 30% of the baby's blood volume lives in that cord/placenta? So, if we don't clamp the cord right away, we can let that baby have its own cord blood. Standard, I'm putting that in quotes, delayed cord clamping in a hospital is usually around a minute. We want to wait at least a minute for that blood to come through. There was a study that showed that there was a small increase in the risk of jaundice if you do like extended delayed cord clamping. So somewhere someone said 1 minute is like the sweet spot. You can absolutely be what I call the keeper of the cord, and you can hold that baby's cord and you can feel it until it stops pulsing, and you can say, hey, I'm cool with clamping the cord now because the cord has done its job, okay? There are no more cars to be getting to their destination. So lotus birth is where you don't cut the cord at all, okay? And you take the placenta home attached to your babe, and you put salt on it to help dry it out, and you put herbs on it so your house doesn't stink. And so hopefully your cat doesn't eat it. But it is an organ that has died, okay? And you're keeping it attached until it falls off from death and decay. Let me be abundantly clear. Abundantly clear that once that cord has stopped pulsing, it is turned white, its job is done, okay? It's meant to be a temporary organ. If your child lost circulation to their pinky, okay, and it turned black and it was dead, it would kind of be like telling the surgeon, you know what? I really like this pinky. This pinky served a wonderful purpose when it was a pinky, and I would like to keep it attached to my child until it falls off on its own. But why wouldn't we do that, right? Because anything dead that is attached to us can cause our body to become sick and septic and infected. And babies have literally died, literally lost their lives because of lotus birth. I am all about informed, empowered decision making. it is very hard for me as a nurse to understand putting your child at risk with no benefit. Because any benefit that you ever hear from Lotus Birth is anecdotal and not supported by science.